13 now. We've had breakfast. I'd say probably the best breakfast we have had. So the food here is just amazing so far. It's definitely the best food we've had. Jacob is nodding in agreement with me behind the camera. Yeah, definitely. I think this morning we had toast. So finally I got some toast after Jacob messed up my order before, and I ended up with curry for breakfast rather than toast. We had toast, omelettes, porridge with jam, mango I think as well, so it was a very good breakfast. We're now at the moment just getting ready to go out on the trek. Everyone's getting their stuff together. It's very hot, not very hot but very sunny, so everyone's sun creaming up, no one wants to get burnt or anything. Trek's only supposed to take about, I think it took the other group 2.5 hours, so at the most 2.5 hours I think was. I think maybe we could do it a bit quicker than what they've done, so today should be a good day. Yesterday I think a lot of people agree with them, the best day we've had, so we're going to try and top it today, but I think it might be difficult. Just reached the summit of the mountain we've been climbing. It took us, what did it take us, 2 hours, what was it, 2 hours 36?
Yeah, around that.
Right, about 2.5 hours. I think we did it faster than, yeah. We did it faster than the other group, so we're very proud of that. And Charlie did have an asthma attack on the way up, so if he hadn't, we probably would have done it a lot faster than that anyway. But yeah, we're now on the top. We're just having a break. I think we're going to do a team photo in a minute. The view up here is not too great because we are just in the clouds. It's cleared a little bit, but not too much. It just looks like we're on a little island in the middle of the sky. It's been cloudy most of the way up, so we haven't really had the best views, but I think we're all very proud of our accomplishment. I haven't really vlogged much this afternoon because, well, we got back from the trek, we had lunch, I think we had like noodles or something like that. It wasn't as good as what we had yesterday, I'll put it that way, but it was still better than what we had at the community centre. I had lunch, literally I got in my room, I was going to have a shower, I had in my bed, and I fell straight to sleep. I didn't feel very well really, I have like stomach cramps, I just don't feel very well. I fell straight to sleep, and I was asleep for about 6 hours. Woke up about 10 minutes before dinner. Didn't really have much to eat, so I just did not feel well. So I just haven't had a chance to vlog really because I've been asleep. We haven't done much. For dinner we had, it was like tomato soup or something to start off with, and then rice, curry. I think that was all we had really for the main, and then there was this weird like trifle custard type thing for dessert. I really did not eat much, so I don't know how I'm going to feel in the morning. Hopefully a lot better. I'm not looking forward really to camping tomorrow night with a bad stomach. I usually like camping, but not with a bad stomach. I hope the facilities there are good, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get much sleep tonight, so I've slept a lot during today, but I'm pretty sure this will still be the last vlog for tonight, so I'll see you guys in the morning. just on our way to where we're going to be trekking, and there are about, there's five elephants, 4 adult elephants, 1 baby.
5?
Yeah, 5.
That is so cool.
There are 4 adult elephants, a baby elephant, and they're just down the bottom. We're not allowed to go down, obviously. They're just down there, so yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is going to seem a bit weird, me obviously popping up halfway through the middle of the video, considering I'm now at home, but I've just been editing this video before it's gone out, and I think really I need to explain what's going on at this point in the video. Basically, we woke up in the morning. When I didn't vlog in the mornings, I think we had to rush getting, we didn't really rush to get packed, I woke up a little bit later, got a shower, got packed, and didn't really have a chance to vlog, and then we were in the Jeeps, and you can't really vlog what's in the Jeeps because it's bouncing around, it's quite loud as well with the music and the wind and everything, so didn't really have a chance to vlog in the morning, but we were just on our way travelling to where we were going to start our trek to the campsite. And the morning was really good. We saw the elephants, as you've just seen, and we also saw I can't remember the name of the monkey, but we saw a black monkey which was just climbing around the trees, so that was pretty cool. We then arrived to where we were going to start trekking to go to the campsite. Made our way up there after putting on our leech socks because it was very damp conditions, and although the leeches were going to be around anyway, there was a higher chance of them being around, so we made sure that we had our leech socks on. We started to make our way, well, we didn't start to make our way, we made our way all the way up to the campsite, and when we got there we were not happy, basically. The campsite was very, very unsafe, really, considering we'd not paid, but people had sponsored us and paid money for us to go on this trip, and the campsite was just not up to standard. The tents themselves were on basically a ledge, which if you stepped 1 foot too far out your tent, you would meet a 6-foot drop. If you tripped on the guide ropes, you'd fall down that drop. And you'd probably maybe fracture a bone, break a bone. It was not very safe at all. There was numerous other things. The toilets, the shack that they were in was made out of corrugated metal, which was not finished or protected in any way, so you could easily cut yourself, especially late at night. Where we were supposed to be eating, there was just a bench, really, just a table, and then some chairs around it in the middle of a track with a tent over it, which wasn't actually even waterproof, which during monsoon season in quite a rainy country is not really a good thing when you want to be eating your dinner and you're getting wet from a massive cloud of rain. So that wasn't very good either. It was also, actually an active building site. Whilst we were there, they were constructing these big sort of triangular shaped shacks or something. I don't know how to describe them without showing you a picture or anything, but it was an active building site. There was glass on the floor, building utensils just lying around, that kind of thing. I don't think really we're supposed to be going up there, but during the rain we tried to find some sort of shelter that wasn't one they provided, because that wasn't working for us. So there was just numerous things there that they just weren't safe. So we had to contact Kestrel, the company that we were at that point with, and they came to the site and told us, no, it's safe, and we just went, this isn't safe, we're not happy. The fact that you think this is safe is just not good at all. So we organised it with them. We had to trek back down to where we started, which wasn't really a problem. It meant we didn't have to stay in an unsafe environment. We trekked back down. They got our bags back down as well. We didn't have to carry them, which was quite nice of them. But I suppose it wasn't really our fault either, really. So when we got back down to where we started the trek, we got back into the Jeeps. They drove us to the national park, which caused a bit of a difficulty really, because what we were supposed to be doing the next day, which is what you'll see after this, me ranting really, we were supposed to be trekking from the campsite to the national park, but because we then obviously had this jeep ride. It caused a bit of a difficulty later on the trip, but it was all sorted out really. We got the jeeps to the national park, and then they tried to organise it so that we were staying in the accommodation they'd organised for when we were in the national park, but unfortunately that wasn't able to happen because we'd only booked for that night, which was the next day. So they had to put us up in a different accommodation, which, you know, it was completely fine. It was anything was really better than what we would have been staying in if we were camping, so we were fine with that. So I just didn't really vlog that day because everyone, including myself, was just very not happy. The mood wasn't really right for me to be there with the camera talking. I didn't really want to vlog, in all honesty, and I didn't really think anyone else wanted me to be in their face going, you know. So that night, really, we just chilled out. I think we played cards, we chatted. It was quite a chilled night, but people were still a little bit riled up. I think Mr. Lord really wasn't very happy at all. Steve didn't seem to mind it that much at the start, but I think once we'd explained to him how unhappy we were, he was not happy either. So we got that sorted eventually, and then the next day we got up, got the jeeps to the accommodation where we were supposed to be staying, and then obviously this day we were supposed to be trekking from the campsite to the national park. So what they did was they organised us to have a trek through the national park as something to do, otherwise we'd have nothing to do all day really. So we started that trek early on in the day. They told us it was supposed to take 2.5 hours, and then we ended up doing it in about 1:15 or something. So I'm not really sure if that was miscommunication or whether we're just a lot faster walkers than what they usually expect, but I think from that point onwards I did vlog, so hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. We're about an hour into our trek, I think. We started off about 10, so like 11 now. So I think there's only about an hour and a half left to go, but it feels so much more draining, I think is the word, because we're constantly looking down at our feet for leeches. It's just, it would be a nice walk to be able to look at all the wildlife and everything as we're walking, but we're just constantly looking down at our feet, checking for leeches. So I think people will be happy to get back soon away from the leeches, because it's not nice.
The weather's good, lying out in the sun. When the darkness shrouds the line, the stars watch over sleepers in the night.